All right, guys, welcome back. So let's have a look at Palantir. They just reported earnings, and it's November 4th, and stock is aftermarket close pushing higher. Probably tomorrow it's going to open up 10+%, $47. I think it was pricing in, option market was pricing in that this stock is going to move around $5.50. That was the implied volatility. So pretty much that range, but again, we don't know. I don't know where it's going to open, but if it opens above this range, we have a chance that the stock will hit another new all-time high and push higher. But here are the numbers. Revenue grew 30% year over year, 7% quarter over quarter to 720 million, closed 104 deals over 1 million. Customer count grew 39% year over year, 6% quarter over quarter. Net income 124 million, representing 20% margin. GAAP income operations of 113 million, representing 16% margin. Adjusted income for operations 276 million, representing 38 margin. So they reported really good earnings. They beat it. U.S. revenue grew 44% year over year, 14% quarter over quarter. That's crazy. U.S. commercial revenue grew 54% year over year, 13% quarter over quarter. U.S. government revenue grew 40% year over year, 15% quarter over quarter. So this is the quote by the CEO. We absolutely, I don't know, eviscerated this. I don't know this word. Okay, I'm not an American. Driven by the unrelenting AI demand that won't slow down, the US-driven AI revolution that has taken full hold. The world will be driven by the AI haves and have-nots. At Palantir, we plan to power the winners, said Alexander C. Karp, co-founder and chief executive officer of Palantir Technologies. Okay, so let's take a look at the chart. I know there are a lot of earnings coming out. So I was watching $45 as a possible resistance, because if you guys remember when they went public back a couple of years ago, right? So this was the high print, right? 45. And then after market close, I don't remember, maybe it was even 47. But during market hours, that was the high print, 45. So if we open above that level, I'm going to be looking at, let's take a look at my standard deviations. This is one standard deviation, two standard deviation. Let's see on an hourly chart. Oh, wow, it hit actually 48. So that would be somewhere around, this level. So from 41.38 all the way to 48. So it looks like that just notched the 48. So that's your two standard deviation on, again, my settings. I believe it's for 21 days, but I don't know what kind of settings do you use, but this is your local resistance. But again, if I want to be trading this name, let's say with options, we're going to take a look at the options right now, what's going on with the put to call ratio. I would be letting it tomorrow just off the open, just fade a little bit, and then kill some premium and trade it to the upside, because I was going through the okay, let's just take a look at the put to call ratio, and I'll show you what I was looking at. So 175,000 in the money calls into, expiration date of November 15th versus 45,000 in the money puts. So definitely there were more in the money calls were sitting waiting for probably positive earnings. And also here's regarding the short stuff, right? So yes, it is like for a large cap stock, it is pretty decently shorted. Okay, it's not like your small cap where you have 45% short float. It's 5% or so maybe. For as of October 15th, it was 4.5. But what about the daily volume? I'm gonna look at the short volume based on who reports it, okay? And not all exchanges report, and this tool is free, and it's not 100% accurate, okay? But it's pretty close for me to rely on it. So you can see the everyday from the total volume that reported from these exchanges on the right hand side that I have, of course CBOE doesn't report this report. They don't want to release it for free, but everybody else has reported, and according to them, 11-1. So November 1st, 54% were short from the float, and then 49, 45, 60, 62, 63, 64, 61%, 57%. You can see anytime I see like this type of action on a daily, if there is more than 50% of the flow, I mean the volume, daily volume is being shorted, that means there's a lot of shorts at this point now after they reported this. After stock price, strong earnings, strong guidance, after the price hitting new all-time highs, some of the shorts are going to be panicking and covering, and it can basically end up being multi-day runner. But it has very large flow. Okay, that's another thing. It is not something that has a couple 100 million shares outstanding. There is plenty of shares available for whoever wants to short with, large. Let's say if somebody wants to dump millions, they can do it. They can borrow it. They can sell it easily. You can see 2.2 billion outstanding shares the stock has. So, and there's no problem borrowing it. Okay, so borrowing fee, let's take a look. Yeah, there's plenty of shares available. But the point is, it can short squeeze even higher. But in terms of how to trade it, I'm gonna be waiting off. Tomorrow is a short day. Okay, election day. We're gonna close probably around 1 p.m. Eastern time, so 3 hours early. And then I'm not going to be trading weekly. So because also Thursday we have FOMC meeting coming up. So if it chops if it stays in the range until let's say Thursday, and then Friday and maybe next week, if we get a decent move, I would be definitely trading this name to the upside. I'm not interested going short or buying puts for this name. No, not at all. I'm going to be watching this name to the upside, and I'm interested this area of 45 being tested, and then see what it does. If it fades all the way down, if people basically, I know there are a lot of people who are going to be taking profit as well, because if you take a look at Palantir year-to-date gains, it's 140% up. So there will be definitely people who will be trying to take a profit. If it opens higher tomorrow, right off the get-go, a lot of people might be just taking some profit, but I will just wait it off. So that's my plan for this name. Again, these are not financial advice or purely for entertainment and educational purposes only. Thanks for watching. See you in the next update.